Hey, how's it going, everybody? I think HB, I think he, welcome to Mystic Journeys Church. It's Nerdy, Derek, and HB around the corner, I'm sure. Uh, Happy Monday.
Great to be here.
I have to
And
work on
it's
my introduction. I'm not used to that. I always have HB here.
right, yeah, he's usually on the money. I think he's having some connectivity issues a little bit, but
It seems like he got it cleared up. He seemed way clear on the as we were waiting to jump in here. Oh,
yeah.
oh, there it goes. Jumped out.
Oh, well, could be
Well,
Mother Nature messing with him. I know she's off her meds. It seems. You know, like today I woke up to hurricane warnings, or no, I'm sorry, not hurricane, tornado warnings. So we had some crazy weather, but it's been 70, pushing 80 degrees, and now I see people in Tennessee have snow, people in Asheville have snow, and that ain't far from me,
mhm.
and we're getting down to the 30s again, so it's like, make up your mind, lady.
Yeah. Man, really got dumped on. Not last night, but the night before. It was a perfect day.
Can
Weather
you guys
was
hear me?
amazing. Yes, you look much smoother, clear, less choppy too. Can you hear me? We can hear
Me.
you.
How about me? Can you hear me? Let me press the
I
like
don't, I don't think HB can hear us. But yeah, we absolutely got dumped on with snow, and it was out of nowhere. But just the day before, we
Hello,
were
hello,
talking about
hello.
how our mushroom. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
I
you,
think
HB.
I can like hear every other word. I think it's on a super delay. There we go. I caught up. There we go. What's up?
Okay, good, good, good.
Yep, I think we're good now. Let's
Go
see.
ahead. Why
Let's
don't
see
you
how
take
it
over? That's
goes.
fine. I was just talking about the weather. Oh, he froze. Oh, are you good, HB?
She's struggling tonight, boys.
Uh,
I hope it clears up for you.
we'll get through this. It's
Yes,
okay.
sir. Can you ask your question again? It didn't come through.
I was just saying that we were just talking about the weather, how we
Hello,
got
hello.
dumped on with snow the other day out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's too choppy, man. Hold on. Let me dip out one more time and then come back because I'm not going to be able to hear what you're saying.
Okay, okay.
All right.
But yeah, it's feeling like Christmas today.
Mm. It ain't cold here yet. It's getting cold. So
Mm.
I mean,
So, like, we were worried about the lack of precipitation over the winter because it directly affects our season of mushrooms. Because if we don't have snow cover on the mountains for it to melt throughout the summer to maintain those annual streams and perennial streams, it changes the schedule. Like, I was asking some of the professionals, some of these real professionals, the guys me to shame. They know everything about every mushroom. But they were saying that we might be experiencing our mushroom season like a month early because of our lack of precipitation. But then we got
mm,
dumped on all that snow that came in. And I was like, yeah, mushrooms are gonna be happy this season.
I'm sorry, man. I think we're finally good now. You guys are finally coming in clear. Can you ask your question again? I didn't hear what you said last
Um,
time.
I was just talking about how the weather just dumped on us out of nowhere, and I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
thankful for it.
You mean for the snow and everything that we recently just had?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
it's like
need
the
it.
way I was thinking about it because we were at the meetup recently this Sunday, and I was thinking that whenever I left, I'm like, yeah, all this snow is perfect right before this next week we're about to have. It's about to be 60, 70 degrees, so it's gonna be perfect for the mushrooms and plants and stuff too. You get
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
excited.
start in the beginning, and then later on, everything flourishes really well. That
Absolutely.
sounds like kind of like what you were just describing a minute ago.
Yeah, I am super excited. Especially
I'm excited, man.
now that I'm connected with the people I'm connected with. Things are moving really fast. I don't want to talk too much about my big project that I'm involved in, But I
Cool.
will
Well, you
have
can let us
answers.
know.
I will have answers on Wednesday, and fingers crossed that we get funded. I'm just super, super excited to be working with the people I'm working with. Man, people I look up to. It's great.
And then obviously, if people want to know foraging dates and stuff like that, they can follow your personal Discord on the Colorado Micro League.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be having it on there and on many. We'll be cross posting everywhere. All of our foraging
Okay.
dates,
Sweet.
and we'll have multiple organizations being co-sponsors and things like that,
Very nice.
including Mystic Journeys. We'll try to do our own. If you guys come, we get Derek out here. We'll have to do a foray with Derek.
Yeah, I was just
that'd
going to say that to you. It'd be my first mushroom hunt, officially, because I've never actually went out and looking for mushrooms just because I'm an herb guy.
Yeah, we got to get you.
So yeah, that'd be my first technical mushroom hunt. I'm excited.
There was something else that triggered a thought. Oh yeah, so I had a microscopy class on Saturday, and I ran into. So I didn't know who was teaching the class. That's the thing. I walked in, and I'm just I'm being introduced as like the Colorado Micro League guy, blah blah blah, and this is at CU, so Colorado University in Colorado Springs. It's in their lab, and we're using their microscopes, and I'm blown away at how nice their microscopes are. And I'm like, man, if I had this thing at home, it's like a $15,000 microscope. But if I had this thing at home, I could do mushroom breeding. I can see those clamps, and I'm like, oh man, I could do amazing things with these microscopes if I had these things. But anyway, when the teacher walks in, my buddy Chris, you guys know Chris. He was like, oh hey, I want to introduce you to my friend Dimitri. And I look up, and I'm like, I know you guys. And they're like, this is Ed Lubo and his wife Ikuko. And I'm like, holy crap, I haven't seen you guys in like 20 years. How have you guys been? It turns out, so I was a RA, a resident assistant at the school dorms of the Art Institute of Colorado. He and his wife worked for the security company that would staff security officers for the dorms. So we would be up all night. They'd be there at the late graveyard shift. I'd start working like at midnight until I'd go to home like at 7 a.m. or something like that. But we would be up, we'd go to 7-Eleven, get nachos and all this other stuff. So I really know these guys, and I see them working together. I'm like, oh man, it's just like the old times. But he's just a nerd, just like me. And I'm like, I love this guy so much. But he's been working at the Botanic Gardens. He's volunteers, and he does all their microscopy, and he identifies mushrooms under the microscope. And he's giving me some of his secret formulas for how to make permanent like slides for. If I want to make a mushroom slide and make it permanent, I have the recipe for the solution. It's in my head now. And I'm like, oh my God, I just reconnected with these people, and they live just a couple miles down the street from me. So I reconnected with their phone number. They're like, hey, like my wife's name is Tana. So like, he's like, hey, how's Tana doing? And I was like, oh, we got married and we have a kid. And they're like, what? Holy shit. But yeah, it was just such a cool weekend, reconnecting with some old friends. And he, if you see that book, it's called The Mushrooms of the Rocky Mountains. It's got a yellow cover on it. His name is on the front cover, and I just overlooked it all these years. And it says Lubo, and I'm like, holy shit! And his picture's in the book and everything. And I'm like why'd you? So he only has a beard, and I'm looking at the picture in the book, and there's no beard. I'm like, who is this guy? I don't recognize him. But it's just a lot has happened, and I'm also connecting with some really, really famous mycologist who I might be working. I'll be working with her, whether we get funding or not. I'm sure I'll be working with her. And I'm just so excited about the future right now, and I hope things go in a way where I can help bring some people with me.
Very awesome.
Yeah,
perfect.
Great
Just
stuff.
keep everybody up there. It'd be awesome.
Sorry, I was a little long-winded because I'm just excited about.
You're okay.
Yeah, and then we had
Cool
that
story.
presentation today too.
It's kind of like one of those. I always think about that since you talked about the curious moments. It's like a fucking moment that happened before, and then you cross paths at the perfect time.
So
Yes.
I left out a little bit of details. So when I was working with these two, they told me that they were into mushrooms and mushroom hunting. And I didn't know anything about mushrooms. I just moved to Colorado for college. And I had just gone on a hike. My first hike out to my favorite location, Lost Creek Wilderness, was when I was working with these guys. And I'm like, and the guy I was with, he didn't know anything about mushrooms. He was just a doctor he's like a school counselor or something. He's like, oh yeah, these are some edible mushrooms, but I don't know anything about mushrooms, so don't eat them. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna pick those. I'm gonna go take them to my friends at the security desk. And they like, hey, you guys don't put those in Ziploc bags next time. I brought them a bag of mush because it was turned nasty. Use cardboard boxes or paper bags. But anyway, like they were the ones that gave me those first tips. When I went back out into the woods, I knew better on how to better collect more specimens. And now I'm reconnecting with them all these years later, and they've completely established themselves. Like his wife has a picture published in this book, and he has a map that he made that's published in this book. And I'm like, they're credited in a lot of these Colorado mycology books. I just don't have the one that he's on the cover of. That's on my to buy list. But sorry guys. Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead
No,
and start?
don't apologize, dude.
No, I love listening to you nerd out on mushrooms. It's really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
It really is.
it is exciting because we're on the forefront of it. That's what you're talking about. Well, there's very few people that are trying to figure out new strains and wild strains and document the wild strains. So you're doing the thing, man. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do with my big project that we're working on. Is we're trying to document new and wild undocumented mushrooms. The first of its kind, the biggest fungal biodiversity. It's not a survey; it's an assessment of Colorado, and nobody's ever done anything like it, and it's going to be the first and only of its kind.
Perfect.
But yeah, that's all I can tell you right now.
Very
What do they call it?
good.
NDA.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Derek. What did you say?
I was just saying, very exciting. Looking forward to hear more about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hopefully
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday is going to be great.
Yeah, hope so. It's gonna be great no matter what. I'm gonna do this work anyways.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're gonna pay me. I'm gonna do it. This is how I am.
Say that.
Mhm. Take that. I'm gonna work for free.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right here, right now.
Mhm, mhm.
For the love of the game.
Exactly, because I believe in it.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Plus,
How was
what
your
else
day?
is there to do? You know?
How was your day, HB?
Pretty good, man.
Good.
Yeah, we just like Nerdy said, we got a little bit of snow, so it's a pretty cold day. I stayed inside most of the day. But
Yeah.
tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s and increasing to the 60s and 70s here. And I'm sure it'll snow a couple more times, right? That doesn't mean winter time's over, but it does mean that it's starting to get warmer. We got a bunch of days where we can go out and get all day long mushroom hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yep,
That's
I'm
good
excited.
stuff.
I've got a couple of spots planned out.
Nice.
Nice, good.
Yep,
That's the way to do it.
yep.
So the pottery, you found some pottery?
I don't know. I'll show it to you though.
I took a look at
I'll
it
grab
yesterday, and that was my conclusion. I didn't see him post the picture anywhere, so I didn't. But he brought it with him, and I was like, "Oh, yeah."
I don't even think I took a picture of it, honestly.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. It looks like some glaze on the side." But that's my guess. It'd be if you do a scratch test on it, it would probably be a dead giveaway.
Let's see. I'm sure.
Take a piece of stainless steel, see if it scratches it. It's probably not anything valuable.
I'm still looking for my Dremel tools. I found the Dremel itself, but I have a bunch of the bits and everything, so I can work with some of the rocks I have and make something nice out of them. I do.
Nice.
I some of the rocks I have.
That's the way to do it. If you already have some rocks that are precious to you, that's where you start. You know, it's what better jewelry than stuff that you made yourself from rocks that you already care about. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh
Don't know
yeah.
how old it is. Actually, I have it. I do have an inkling.
But if you look at it on this side, it's just like a rock. Like it's chipped like a piece of rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard like a piece of rock. What's your inkling on it?
Less than 20 years
Sorry.
old, but pottery.
Yeah.
I say less than 20 years old based off of the color of the ceramic itself. I used to sell,
Mhm.
mugs. So that's one of the ways I could date the mugs on the shelf is based off of the color of the exposed. The ring on the bottom of the mug is rarely ever glazed. So that's one of those spots where you can kind of tell how old it is. And
Mhm.
also you can look at the crazing, the cracks inside the mug of the glaze. That gives you a pretty good idea of how old it is too. But yeah, I'm not an expert or anything, but I did
I get it.
date a lot of ceramic mugs.
Yeah, it could have fell off the back of somebody's truck or whatever in the
Right,
past
right.
20, 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a bunch of
Oh,
cooler. It's hard to pick it up on the camera, but a lot of them have like iron chunks in it and stuff like that. Yeah. I just found that whenever I was walking up the road the other day when I took the dog for a walk.
but yeah, hanging out with these nerds, man, it's really, really boosting my confidence because they're like, yeah, man, like a lot of the stuff that even though they're like some of the names are outdated, they're like it's accurate. It's just like most other people that go to the ecological society meetings and stuff, they don't know half the stuff I do, and they just show up to meetings, and I'm like, what are you getting from this? Why? I love that you're dedicated, but like, what's your plan? What are you gonna do
Right,
with this?
100%.
If
Yeah.
anything, a lot of them they don't know.
Yeah. It's hard for people to swallow a lot of the terminologies and,
Mhm.
the concepts and all these different things that relate to mycology and herbology. And like I talk about a lot of the holistic ideas. So
Mhm.
you need to learn how to grow mushrooms. You need to learn like cultures, like microbiomes and stuff like that, how that works. And, people don't, it's too much for them.
Right.
We don't have to know how that works, I guess, really to make it work, but it helps to know.
I've got connections that can
That's the
figure
next
that out
step.
for me. See,
Yeah.
everybody that I know, they kind of hyper specialize in one area or two, and I'm just
Hmm.
kinda like jack of all trades, even in mycology.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, I'm useful to a lot. I'm a useful tool.
To me, I try to just get rid of like all the technicalities and stuff like that, all the big, huge terms of like the scientific names for these mushrooms and stuff like that. I just try to keep it as simple as I can, and then
Mhm.
that way it allows me to learn a lot more. So knowing a lot is, like you said, a lot about one topic, I can know a lot about a lot of different herbs and mushrooms. But yeah, I know about a lot about the health benefits of mushrooms. I've been taking them for a long time. It's not something I'm ignorant to, but knowing how to find them in the wild and recognize them and stuff, I have no clue.
Which ones
I'm a
can you eat?
complete
Which ones
beginner.
you can't? All mushrooms are
Yeah, I have
medicine.
no idea. Right.
It's just all about how
Yeah.
you prepare it.
No, but plants, I have a pretty good idea. Even though I'm not even from here, I can look at a plant and be like, okay, I can tell you if probably or not if it's poisonous.
Mm,
Considering with the plants, most plants are not harmful or toxic to eat in the wild, at least. But speaking totally
just
reckless
like
because
mushrooms.
there are a ton that could hurt you.
But if you
Um,
get the wrong
but
one, oh, it's a
that's
game
the
it's
thing.
game over.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really blown away. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Happy Dirt Dude. He's oxygenating his LC, and
I
it's doing fantastic. It's doing amazing. And my first thought though was like, I hope that's clean air. Just because all the stuff in the air it could
I'm sure it's
contain.
filtered.
Yeah.
I've
More
seen a
pure
lot of
coming out.
mycologists do that,
Mhm.
and a lot of people criticize them, like, "Oh, they're just doing it because it looks cool for the people that don't know any better." But no, it really does. It grows that much faster.
Yeah.
It really makes a difference. It's crazy. It just
Yeah. He's
explodes in
sharing
the
the
jar.
results. Yeah. He's sharing the results and saying it's fantastic. It's working really good.
It
Uh,
makes a difference. If you're all about speed,
mhm.
do it. I'm
Yeah.
not, but
But it does
there's a
look
lot.
cool too. It does
Oh
look
yeah,
cool.
it looks cool. It looks like oh yeah, you get a bunch of beakers and stuff with LC in it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. People are like, "Oh man, you're a real scientist."
Yeah.
Oh man, get my lab coat on.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dr. Dreadful, PhD.
Yeah, I
My
got
candy.
10 boxes going in a bag, and I got a couple more to start.
Yeah.
I just started a couple with you at the meetup,
Yeah.
but I gotta start some with that agar that you sent as well.
So at the meetup yesterday, first time, never done it before, stabbed myself with a syringe. Man.
Want to pull the cap off the needle.
Yeah, I was trying to pull the cap off the needle, went boop, boop. I'm like, oh!
How do you go from this way back to this way?
It was 'cause I was pulling so hard
was-
and I just kind of reflexed back in.
Recoiled. Yeah.
Yeah. Recoiled, that's a good word. Yes.
He was trying not to yank on it so hard where it like yanked the
Pulled too
tub
hard.
apart, and his
Right.
arms were in 2 holes, mind you.
Yeah.
So that's what caused the bounce back.
Yeah. It went really well. I was happy with how it turned out.
It's very good.
I
Thank
think
you,
I have a
everyone.
new. I
Yeah,
think
you
I have
always do a
couple
really
new
good job of
volunteers.
presenting and showing people how to do it.
Oh, thank you. I'm so
We don't
nervous.
have any questions or anything.
time.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
In my head, just like, and I panic and I freeze and I'm like, I forget a common word, like resume or something like that.
Yeah. It's only human.
Something weird. But yeah, it was a good day overall. I got to see Chris Vinci and some of my other local mycology people really sweat today, and it was kind of fun watching them. And I was like sitting back and like, I don't have to present. Good job, guys. You're doing great. Because like,
Does he get pretty nervous trying to do that?
huh?
Does he get
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
nervous trying to present?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
times before, and he was
My
just
anxiety used to be so bad about presenting as a kid, but now I have no problem doing it. I'll stand in front of a room with 10,000 people and speak. I have no problem. It's crazy how much like you change over time.
but as soon as he got in front of the group to actually present, nailed it. But leading up to that, he just kept like, "Oh my god, I'm so."
It kind of
worried
helps a
about-"
little bit, honestly. Like having it is like a tool in your pocket. It's a weapon. You know, you
But
can use it.
One of the presenters, she's a super experienced speaker, and she's a professor at a college. And she was freaking out too because like this project means a lot to all of us, but that's why they were all so nervous. But like, yeah, a couple of us we were like, yeah, we speak in front of people all the time. It's just that this is a big deal.
Yeah.
It changes
Isn't that
everything.
crazy?
What's the perspective? What's what's at stake? You know.
Crazy part that I thought was somebody stole my logo, dude, and my name.
Right there.
I don't think it'll come up on there. I don't think it's clear enough to come up.
It says
But they even have my logo, dude. That's the crazy part because my logo is the same way as that, where the H and the B connect. Like
so
my actual personal logo.
I was down in the Springs today, and here's the picture that HB was trying to show you. I'm gonna try to pull it up a little faster, a little bigger. I'm gonna zoom in. So there's HB.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It says HB on the side of the building.
Mm.
So I don't know if it was a hotel or what, but it's kind
I
of
think
funny. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. It's like a salon, so you rent it out and be able to do like salon stuff inside of there. That's why it's called
next
us.
door was Refreshing Word Church. So I was like, "Oh, dude, am I in my Minecraft server? What's up?" There's like the church and there's the HB Suites Hotel, or and it was like,
David in the dungeon.
right, yeah, where's the dungeon? Now I'm gonna build a Dollar Tree on the Minecraft server because it was just right in the corner. I was like, I got my energy drink for the day. But yeah, that was on my way home from the Springs. Oh yeah, those are good gum, man. I tell you.
They're all right. They're okay.
I like it.
The
'cause
flavor
it's
doesn't last
cheap.
very long.
No, because it's cheap. It's basically chiclets. You know, it's the cheap gum, and you get
Well,
a big pack of them at the dollar store.
What I've been doing is just like chewing on one and I'll add another one for flavor.
I just throw all 4 pieces in at once.
You animal.
My son made me
The
a
flavor
cup
is so. Go ahead.
my son made me a cup of tea, and I said, "This tastes like beech nut gum," and he,
Mhm.
I don't know what that is, and I'm like, well, I just aged it 1,000 years. That was gum like when I was a kid, and that was like old people gum when I was a kid. So I mean, it wasn't something that
Right.
people chewed, but
I liked
it
the
was
blackjack gum.
jasmine tea and Earl Grey. You put
Mm.
2 tea bags in it, jasmine and Earl Grey. To me, it tasted like that beech nut gum from memory. I could probably have a piece of that gum and taste nothing like it, but that's what the taste came to mind when I drank it.
Medicine,
Mm.
herbal
Yeah.
medicine. But I
Cherry
know
has that flavor, but I like
that
it.
that same brand of gum, they make the blackjack and clove too. I like those ones as well. Blackjack is anise or black licorice.
Clove gun is so good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I was looking at just the other day that white or not white stripes. Jesus Christ, I got music on the mind. Zebra stripes is a gum they quit making in 2022,
Oh,
and you can buy it now, but it's really expensive to buy whatever little bit of gum is left. And it's probably it's going to be expired gum by the time you get it.
It's from my childhood, man.
Yeah,
Loses
they quit
flavor in
making it
5
though.
seconds flat. Like you
You should
start,
petition to get it back.
touches your tongue, and
I
you're like, oh,
know.
there's a hint of flavor, then it's gone.
Yeah, you're right. We should petition to get it back just out of our nostalgia purposes
Yeah,
because the wrapper was like really colorful,
yeah. They had
and the
the
gum was like
temporary
striped too.
Mhm.
tattoos on the wrapper.
Yeah.
You like supposed
I
to
don't
lick
remember
it
that.
and stick it, I think.
You
Oh,
remember?
I don't remember that.
I don't know if they still make it or not. But red. It was cinnamon. It was a little like Red Hots.
What, the gum,
Yeah, big
like
red
Big
gum.
Red. Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good stuff. That
Yeah,
lasted
Yep, I like that.
quite a while. That juicy fruit lasted quite a while too. But that zebra stripe gum, yeah, that was very, very, very temporary. I think the tattoos were kind of the cooler thing about them.
hmm.
I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but I think the only candy I don't like is chocolate mint.
Who are you? Go
And
get out of here!
York
Blasphemy!
patties and stuff like that, I don't like that.
I love those things. They're
And it's
good.
not because of like what Derek was mentioning about the toothpaste flavor. It's just because of the juxtaposition. It's like it like literally like pokes both ends of the spectrum for me. Like really minty and like it's like herbal has that really crazy flavor as opposed to like chocolate sweet and savory, milky. It's like two polar ends of the spectrum and like does something weird to my brain.
Mhm.
I've made them myself with coconut, um, coconut
That's even
oil.
worse.
Butter.
That's even worse.
Uh, they were pretty good, but
And the thing is, I like all the three of these ingredients. I like coconut. I like chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but and I like mint, cinnamon. But when you combine them together, it's like I would rather eat like just Brussels sprouts for a week straight. I mean,
Oh, I
one
love
York
Brussels
patty.
sprouts. They're good. I love them.
Yeah,
As
that's
a
what I'm saying.
kid,
I don't have any problem with any of that kind of stuff.
I hated it as a kid. But now as an
yeah,
adult, I'm like, dude, give me some Brussels sprouts. Hook me up. I love that
Yep.
stuff.
Some
especially
butter, a little bit of soy sauce.
Hmm.
Yes,
grilled
sir.
Brussels sprouts are the next level. You know, and especially if you put them on a kebab. I think they you got to cook them a little first, but then throw them on a kebab, and they belong there next to the mushroom or next to the tomato.
100%.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
Did you say you wanted to read something out of that philosophy book? Philosophy
I
book?
did,
Eric?
I did. Let me prepare.
Okay. Take your time. No rush. I just figured we were.
Um,
Oh, yep, yep. You need that
Good.
hat.
I gotta put on the lobster hat.
Yeah.
We're gonna read out of the philosophy book.
It's like
The
old
Tao,
times.
the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. So we're gonna read about the Tao. In the 6th century BCE, China moved toward a state of eternal warfare as the ruling Zhou dynasty disintegrated. This change bred a new social class of administrators and magistrates within the courts, who occupied themselves with the business of devising strategies for ruling more effectively. The large body of ideas that was produced by these officials became known as the 100 Schools of Thought. All this coincided with the emergence of philosophy in Greece and shared some of its concerns, such as seeking stability in a constantly changing world and alternatives to what had previously been prescribed by religion. But Chinese philosophy evolved from practical politics and was therefore concerned with the morality and ethics rather than the nature of the cosmos. One of the most important ideas to follow at this time came from the Tao Te Ching, the way and its power, which had been attributed to Lao Tzu. It is one of the first attempts to propose a theory of just rule based on the virtue, living in harmony with nature. One path in Tao Te Ching prescribes for a well-balanced life. For this man, that could mean respecting the ecological balance of the lake and not overfishing, which could be found by following the Tao, the way. It forms the basis of philosophy known as Taoism and cycles of change. In order to understand the concept of Tao, it is necessary to know the ancient Chinese viewed ever-changing world. For them, the changes are cyclical, continually moving from one state to another, such as from night to day, summer to winter, and so on. They saw the different states not as opposites, but as related, one arising from the other. These states also possess complementary properties that together make up the whole, the process of change, make up a whole. The process of change is seen as an expression of Tao and leads to the 10,000 manifestations that make up the world. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching says that humans are merely one of these 10,000 manifestations. They have no special status. So we're not important. We're just one of 10,000. But because of our desire and free will, we can stray from the Tao and disturb the world's harmonious balance. To live a virtuous life means acting in accordance with the Tao. Following the Tao, however, is not a simple matter. As the Tao Te Ching acknowledges, philosophizing about Tao is pointless, as beyond anything that humans can conceive of. It is characterized by Wu, not being. So we can only live according to the Tao by Wu, we, with literally non-action. By this, Lao Tzu does not mean not doing, but acting in accordance with nature, spontaneously and intuitively. These in turn entails acting without desire, ambition, or recourse to social conventions. And about Lao Tzu, so little is known for certain about the author of the Tao Te Ching, who is traditionally assumed to be Lao Tzu. He has become an almost mythical figure. It has been suggested that the book was not by Lao Tzu, but is in fact a compilation of sayings by a number of scholars. What we do know is that there was a scholar born in the state of Chu with the name Li Er or Lao Tan. During the Zhou dynasty, who became known as Laozi. And that means the old master. So the old master was lousy. Several texts indicate that he was an archivist of the Zhou court, in that Confucius consulted him on rituals and ceremonies. Legend states that Laozi left the court as the Zhou dynasty declined and journeyed west in search of solitude. And he was about to cross the border. One of the guards recognized him and asked him for a record of wisdom. Laozi wrote the Tao Te Ching for him, and then continued on his way, never to be seen again. And that was 6th century BCE.
Hmm.
But there's a thing here, and it says the source of all existence is the Tao, and the root of all things seen and unseen. So the way it is achieved through a solidarity of life of meditation and reflection and non-action, acting thoughtfully, not impulsively, living in peace, simplicity, and tranquility is also non-action, and acting in harmony with nature, also non-action. But that was before 1600 to 1046 BCE.
I actually have that picture here. I think I can pull it up.
Oh, cool. This
There's
one
some
here.
Really like the Tao. It's really, really good stuff. I really relate with it. And it kind of goes back to the whole Pops thing, where Pops's thing has always been be nature.
Yeah.
That's the Tao, literally.
Yep.
And I just love how it all comes back to that. We came full circle.
Acting in harmony with nature. It's, yeah,
Mhm.
non-action. Oh,
Yep, there we go. It's like HB's getting a picture. Yeah. So the Tao would say that God is
There
both
we go.
real and not real at the same time.
Larry, can you
That's-
fix this up a little bit, please?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
This is the picture in that book, correct? This is the one you were just reading off. Yeah.
yeah. So that's the easier way. Everyone can see it better than how I read it, because not everything goes to the same, but everything goes to non-action. You know.
You want to walk us through it real fast? I mean, obviously, it's just repeating what you literally just read, but
Yeah. Well, it starts with the source of all existence is the way, and then the Tao, the way, and then the on the right there, the root of all things seen and unseen, and then it goes to a solidarity of life. I'm sorry, is achieved through. The middle one there is achieved through, and everything points to non-action, a solarity. I'm sorry, I keep saying the wrong word there. Solarity, life of meditation and reflection is non-action. Wu-wei is it's written there as wu-wei, non-action.
right.
Living in peace, simplicity, and tranquility. Wu-wei, non-action.
Me. I don't think that's quite right, but I like your enthusiasm.
I like it.
Non-action. Woo-wee!
Woo wee.
Thoughtfully, not impulsive.
Ooh wee. That's what I'm thinking in my head too. Like ooh wee.
It's awesome. I really like the Tao, honestly. It's really, really good stuff. I haven't found anything in the Tao that I disagree with yet.
There's things I don't totally agree with, but that's what makes it perfect.
Right. There's a
So that you
couple
don't have
things
to.
where I really, really had to think about it, to really think about whether I agreed with it or not. And I'm still, wrestling with some of it, but I think it's right.
Ask your doctor if the Tao is.
Maybe I'm wrong. So I always ask myself.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's agreement 5. Be skeptical and learn to listen, and
Yeah, 100%.
question
Maybe
even
I have it
yourself.
wrong.
I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, and it never hurts to try.
I don't think
Especially with
anybody
these kind of
really
concepts.
knows. I think that's why open discussion is best generally, because we all have a different perspective, and we're all see something different. Like you were talking about the dice.
Have you heard anything dark from the Tao though? I haven't. I've
I
read
haven't.
a lot about it.
It's all based on love.
Love and nature, and just being in agreement, not having conflict.
Yeah,
So
peace,
Yep, 100%.
grace. Yeah,
Most
it's all
people
good.
can benefit from that a lot.
Yeah. Hmm.
Most of the time.
yeah,
Yep.
If someone has hate in their heart, it's pretty. You notice it pretty quick. I
Oh yeah,
think.
stands out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear a doggo, man.
mhm.
You're getting me all riled up. Like, where's the dog? I need the doggo.
Not I. This is Derek's dog.
Camera
Uh,
shy. Come
Those one does get kind of loud though.
Mhm. So I was at the Colorado CU Colorado Springs sustainability house, and they had 3 rabbits there, and oh my god, they were so adorable. There was this one gray one with the floppy ears, and he was a big chunky rabbit too. I was
I
just like,
mean, Derek's he
it's
he
so
owns a gremlin, dude. That thing is not even a dog. It's like a
oh,
creature from
he's a
like
cutie.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is like a little Ewok, like a little space creature or something.
Oh.
this one is the Ewok. He needs a haircut. This is a
Oh my god,
Oh yeah. Need to
poor
get him a little
guy.
Ewok
Yeah, I didn't even
costume.
see.
It's
He said,
adorable.
"Oh god, this
Yes.
person has night 3 days."
See, I'm not one to put costumes on dogs, but get me around those 2 dogs. You
Oh my
you
god,
won't
look
know
at
what's
him.
gonna happen, man. Those are some
Here's the
cuties.
thing: we started off as wolves, and now we have little dogs like this,
Yeah.
dude. It's insane world we live in.
I love all dogs of all sizes, man,
Oh
but
yeah, me too. I'm a
I
dog
do have a
lover.
preference for the larger dogs.
Yeah, I like all dogs. They're cool with me. I
Love
like
them
all
all.
animals. Most animals are cool with me. Yeah, even the
Yeah.
animals I wouldn't touch and cuddle up on, I still like.
I agree wholeheartedly,
Yeah,
and it's all part of nature, and I love all of nature.
yeah, 100%.
my dog is the Labradoodle. He's a white Labradoodle, so it kind of reminds me of the never ending story.
Yes.
Uh,
Falcor.
But that black one, that's my son's dog, and then the gray one's my daughter's dog. But they all live here with me, so I mean they're kind of my dogs at this point. But I have a full-size dog. I don't have these little toy dogs, but I do. They live here. So
There's one small dog that I just absolutely adore. Dachshunds. I love dachshunds.
mhm.
Ah, they are some of the most like they love to cuddle, and I like to cuddle, man. I love those dogs. Oh, they're great. They may not be the easiest to, get to do what you want, but I love them because they are just those dogs have just so much love to give, and yeah, I need more. I need more of that.
I had some pictures of some of them because um, there was a they was in a pen, and they was all like smiling, like they had like the overbite or whatever. So they was all like looking up and smiling, and they are the cutest little dogs. I like those dogs a lot. Uh, I think
Let's see if
it's
I
spelled like Deshaun or something, like I don't know the correct spelling, so I can't pull it up on my phone, the picture. But I tried searching Dotson, and it's show me cars.
Bichon is what they're called.
here's that rabbit I saw earlier. If you can, I don't know if you can see him very well.
So Bichon Frichet. That's what you're talking about.
That gray one with the floppy ears. He's the chill one. The other ones are spazzes, but Jacques is his name. He was chill.
Cool.
Yeah.
Those are
Anyway,
the rabbits that you went and saw the other
Yeah.
week that you were talking about.
I saw
Yeah.
them today, this morning.
Oh, that's not the same as the ferrets that you went and saw.
No,
You
different,
said
completely different. Yep. So these
you said
guys,
there's rabbits there too, right? Am I not confusing that?
these rabbits were at the University of Colorado, and Colorado Springs they have this house where everything in there is all about sustainability. There's like a bunch of honey frames that were all just like empty, and there was just honey dripping everywhere. And they had like a little grow tent for mushrooms over there, and they had a produce stand for people can come in and just take whatever produce they want. But in the
Pretty cool.
garage, they had these 3 rabbits, and I was like, "Oh my god, they're so freaking cute!" And I
Let me
just
take these
got
rabbits.
yeah, that was today. The ferrets were probably like 2 weeks ago out at the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, and those guys are endangered.
Yeah, but did you say you saw rabbits out there too?
Oh yeah, there's jackrabbits out there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Those guys are huge. Yep. Just different kind of rabbit. These guys are definitely these were domesticated, like totally domesticated with the floppy ears and 2 albino rabbits with the red eyes.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess. Yeah.
But these were big bunnies though. Most domesticated rabbits I've seen have been pretty small.
Oh shit, where I'm from, the wild rabbits are. I mean, we have jackrabbits, but we also have like little tiny rabbits. I don't even know what they would be considered technically, but
It almost
you can catch them in there,
it
just like
almost
the
look as-
rabbits you have in the
Oh
store.
yeah. Falcor. I'm a luck dragon.
Uh-huh. Like a show
Yeah.
dog.
Labradoodles are cute too.
Groom, and they kind of cut him like a lion. They shaved
Mhm. Yeah.
his chest back, so he had the furry legs and the hairy chest. I
Mm.
gotta get stuff like that again, because it does look pretty cool on him. But I usually just let it all grow together and then cut it, get it cut, like short.
Did you have some fables or something, HB, that you wanted to cover or not?
I did, but I can't find them. I'll have to pull them up
you're
a
good.
different day. I tried to look for them and I couldn't find them on my phone. I think they're on this phone.
Okay.
So yeah.
No worries. Yeah, we're good. We're very casual here. And I like that, honestly. I like that we can just come in, we can come on and some of us have something and some of us don't. That works out. It works great. We can still fill an hour.
Yeah.
And I like to think that we had a pretty good show today. Pretty motivational. Talking about the cool stuff happening in our lives. If anyone wants to be a part of it, just join our Discord.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. That's where all the action usually happens, but most of the Discords I've been on has just been kind of quiet lately. I think just people are just kind of waking up from hibernation.
And if you guys have any questions, it's a really great way to reach out to us and get in touch with either one of us.
Hmm.
Are you doing a movie tonight?
I didn't have one planned. I spaced it. I completely forgot.
For shame.
I know.
I have a documentary on chocolate. If that's something that you want to throw in there, or else we can vote on a movie or something.
I like
we
that
can always
idea.
just get over there and decide. Yeah, it's something I was gonna watch because I'm trying to learn about the history of it because of me making strength and kind of concocting. So
I love this idea. Chocolate is an entheogen, and if it's a documentary about the history of chocolate, I would love to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's a YouTube documentary, so mind you, but it is from ancient Americas, and it's the history of chocolate's 41 minutes long.
Fantastic.
Food of the Gods is what it's called.
I'm on board. That's perfect. The title
should
and
be pretty
everything.
interesting. Yeah, right. Fits together. That's what I thought too. So, yeah.
And I've been wanting to do ever since the first inkling of me, like, okay,
the sacrament with chocolate is what you're talking about.
Sacraments with the chocolate, and I still haven't developed my own recipe yet, and I need to figure out how do we tell people how to make their own ceremonial cacao. And I think you just need to keep it as basic as possible. Basically, get cacao nibs, grind them up somehow, and then maybe add some cacao butter, like little cacao wafers or something. Just enough to hold it together.
Correct. And what I'm learning is, obviously you want to keep it in the style of these original places where this chocolate was first being developed in, such as Egypt and India and stuff like that as well. But with the research that I'm doing is the anandamide that's inside this chocolate. It's kind of what gives it its dopamine effect, right?
Okay.
So basically how it works on our cannabinoid receptors, the same receptors as CBD and THC work on. But there's certain herbs. Actually, black chocolate literally contains anandamide. So I'm not sure about combining that with chocolate, but there are other herbs that increase the adenine levels naturally inside of our bodies, such as turmeric and anise and clove, right? So it would be something that you could probably add to a chocolate concoction to make it increase the anandamide levels even more. And then obviously the theobromine and the phenyl lethylphthalate, or whatever that crap is called.
Theobromine is the one that everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Which is the one that's the reason why chocolate is toxic to dogs.
Yes.
It's because of that chemical right there specifically. It's also contained in coffee as well.
Really interesting.
Yeah,
Love mocha
at least I'm
coffee.
fairly sure. I might be talking out of pocket on that. I don't want to say for a fact, but I think it is.
I'm with you on that, Derek. Mocha coffee.
I bought Hershey's, the cocoa powder, like in the little thing, the little
Yep.
and it's just 100% real cocoa, right?
Yeah.
And then I
Yes, sir.
bought the Godiva cocoa powder, and that says 100% real. And I've also bought the U-Pick. Yeah, I think U-Pick on Amazon. In the bag, they have all the different seeds and stuff, but they have a cocoa powder, and that says 100% cocoa. And I've tried all three of them like at the same time, and I cannot taste a difference. I don't think there's any difference
Really?
when it's just if it says it's 100% cocoa powder. I think that's what it is. I mean, I
Wow.
wouldn't be surprised if they were all coming from the same place. But
Probably.
Honestly,
about-
I've done the same. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, I've done the same experiment with Hershey's, Toll House, and Great Value, and I found that all three were dramatically different. The color was different, the flavor was totally different, and that's how I ended up settling on Toll House as my preferred chocolate powder to use for hot cocos and stuff like that.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's me or like maybe it's just because you tried very similar cocos that maybe we're all coming from the same place if you really look at it. But I noticed like especially with Hershey's, is like cost the most and was the worst flavor to me personally, as opposed to Toll House and Great Value were way dramatically cheaper, but way better flavor.
Were they
Well,
all
that's just
100%
personal.
cocoa too, though?
Yes,
The
sir.
same-
Correct.
Is-
Same in the baking aisle. You make sure it says 100% cocoa, just like with the Hershey's or whatever, right? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was the same thing as you. I'm like, I mean, it's cocoa, right? It's like got to be all the same, but yeah, it's different regions or something. The different processing methods or something that they're using. It's causing a different effect,
It
at least
makes
in my
different-
case.
There's also there's a pink cacao as well. It tastes fruitier. It's different.
Isn't that how they make the what's that chocolate called? It's pink. Not
The-
rose chocolate,
Ruby.
ruby chocolate. Yes, sir.
Mhm. It tastes different and it's good. And it's literal. It is chocolate. There's no
looks
denying
pink.
it. It's just pink.
But it's just the color of it. Yeah, it's like what the reason why like red velvet is red. Yeah.
So when it comes to the chocolate bars, Hershey's does have a distinctly different taste than the other chocolate bars. Hershey's specifically, it's all about how they maintain that specific higher than room temperature while it's cooling off and while it's firming up. It's their
Personally not a
tempering
fan.
process that makes it, because there's like 6 different types of chocolate crystals, but like I guess they've figured out some sort of magic spot within that type 5 crystal that it tastes a little bit different, and it's all about maintaining the temperature for the right time. I don't
think-
understand it, but it's something I've thought about a lot.
When you have a
Sounds
good
like
when you have like a really good chocolate, and then you have like one of them Hershey's, like a Hershey, just a regular Hershey's bar kind of chocolate. To me, it tastes like puke. Not to be gross, but I mean it does not taste nearly. It's like if you ate a $5 hot dog and a dollar hot dog. You know what I mean? Like it is night and day difference. It is so different.
It's like
Well, you guys
bar-ass.
see, that's my sentiment about what I was saying about how I'm not a huge chocolate fan because it's hard to find really good chocolate. Most of the chocolate is like, ugh, this is not good.
It
And real
is
true chocolate is horrible.
a huge difference. It really is. But
Yeah.
white chocolate, I think is an abomination. I can't.
No, don't you do this to me, Derek.
I
Don't
can't
you
get on
do-
board with chocolate at
That's my
all.
favorite chocolate, which makes sense, right? Because I don't like chocolate, so it is so good though. To me, I can take white chocolate and peanut butter. Oh my goodness, all day long. That's a perfect combination. Like the white chocolate Reese's. Have you guys tried those?
The white chocolate
The white
Reese's
chocolate Reese's
does
cups.
not sound good to me.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
even-
I'm like their not their market. They're like, okay, the one guy out there who does the white chocolate. Here you go. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Yeah, definitely. That's
It's like
me.
the Simpsons. Remember the guy? You're a phony. That's white chocolate.
How are you even telling us that you like chocolate? You came in with a bar of white chocolate, dude. But
Yeah,
it's actually something I could eat a whole bar of and enjoy rather than I put it on my ice cream and stuff all the time. It's my favorite way.
white chocolate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. White chocolate strawberries, stuff like that. Yes, sir.
White
I
chocolate
think it's because it's
strawberries.
like
That's
heavy on
good.
the fat and the buttermilk. Like it's like buttery and creamy to me compared to chocolates. Like I always say, if people like dark chocolate, they like whiskey, they like cigarettes, and they like dark coffee as well. Like people who like those things, they like those really deep polarizing things. To me, I'm like, it's a little hard in the back of the palate.
There's
for
a
me.
chocolate. There's a dark chocolate out there that I think you would probably like. It's from the health food store, but it's like the one that I used to use when I
I'll
was
give it
making
a try.
chocolate bars for people. But like it's almost fruity, but it's like 70%, cacao. It's
Cool.
dark
I
chocolate.
like chocolate
but
like that.
It's
And that's always a benefit to me because, for one, there's health benefits inside of chocolate that are really great. But you also eat 70% with your mushrooms to increase the effect. Hopefully, we're going to be able to see that in this documentary tonight. I'm not sure how to do
oh,
yet.
yeah.
So,
I hope so. Sounds
I
like a
tried
well,
good
hopefully,
one.
it'll tell us a little bit about it.
Have you guys tried that Hershey's cookies and cream?
Hershey's
I
shit.
didn't like that.
I've
It
tried
was,
it.
it's like a white chocolate, and it's got little
Oh,
chocolate.
yes. Yeah, I have. That was my favorite bar, dude. I had so many of those in my life. So I'm telling you, I like that shit.
But I don't even like the icing on Oreos. So I mean, I
Well, really? Okay, I
Blasphemy.
get it.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, we were like totally like polar opposite palettes.
they
You
Um,
don't
but
like the
you,
white stuff.
or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'll
Makes me
take.
think
Uh,
of the
I-
Weird Al song. The white stuff.
which one?
There's a Weird Al
The
song called
one
The White Stuff. It was based off of the New Kids on the Block, The Right Stuff. It was a hilarious parody. But
But
yeah,
I
the
think
white
That
stuff in the
sounds.
middle, that's all he lives for.
Yeah, the other day I tried the loaded Oreos, where it's like actually they take the cookies, they blend them up into the cream, and then they put it in the middle of it. That's pretty good. Honestly, I mean, I think they're double stuffed anyway because they had a lot of cream in it. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I had a regular Oreo.
All right, I'm going to ask a really controversial question now. Double stuff or just regular?
Honestly,
Yeah.
the thins are pretty good. I think the thins have a better ratio than the double stuff because the double stuff is like too much,
Out of
but the
left
thins are
field
perfect.
with
Yeah,
the thins.
it's because I watch
Interesting.
GMM and they always like sit down and test these things, so I'm able to like analyze it through them too and be able to be like, yeah, these are the best, and that's why.
How about you,
Yeah,
Derek?
I can't get on board with them double stuffs. I've got them before or had them, and I'm like, no. But I don't even like icing on a cake. I mean, like, if there's like a piece of cake and it's got like a big flower or something on it,
I can agree with that.
get that out of
I
here.
can agree with that. Like most of that is just like too much, dude. Just eat a whole spoonful of icing.
Yeah, no, HB is going to disagree with my choice, but I love the Oreo with the mint. The mint Oreo. It's so good. But
I'll be like, no, thank you, dude.
I think that double stuff is an abomination.
Yeah,
I do like the thin
it has like a little
Oreos,
gluttonous, right?
but
Like
I
it's for the
just feel
freaks
like
out
I'm
there.
getting ripped off so much that I just can't go. I can't buy them. So I'm like, you're ripping me off. You're only giving me half an Oreo.
I've actually sat there with a butter knife and like scrape the stuff off of them.
Around April Fool's,
But-
I'm going to have a package of gluten-free Oreos. I'm going to replace the inside with some toothpaste for my wife.
There you go.
She's right here.
Oh
listening to me.
no, she's gonna get the
Yeah.
experience that I normally
one of
get
those-
whenever I eat Andes and
It's like one of the
Thin Mints and
worst
stuff like
practical
that.
jokes you can do to somebody. Replace their Oreo.
And, also
stuffing
the
with
little
toothpaste.
tiny Oreos are good too. The ones that are really small, like the size of a nickel.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
those a lot too. They come in little individual packages.
You pop those things like
Really
Tic
little.
Tacs.
Yeah, I've eaten them a lot from lunch in my life, dude.
Yeah.
You have little Nutter Butters and Ritz crackers and stuff like that. Nutter Butters, yes sir,
Got it.
100%. Yeah.
Nutter butter, peanut butter.
But you were
monster.
talking about the well, I guess we were mentioning the Egyptians with the cocoa and using it as a sacrament and stuff. Well, it's one thing that I'm gonna offer as a sacrament individually and with teas as Blue Lotus because
Good.
that's one of the ways that Egyptians used to use mushrooms as well.
Nice.
Biscoff, that's pretty good.
These are my
So, yeah,
favorite.
one thing we're
No icing. They're just
think-
a plain cookie.
Nice.
And
Cool.
the dogs can have them. So like when they see me get a package, they gather around because they know I'm gonna share.
Oh, that's so cute. That's the way my dog was whenever I got a banana. He knew, like, he got super excited every time I had a banana. Because he always gave him the strings, and then the last little bit, he got to have the last bit of my banana every time. He just loved it. Man, good memories.
Yeah, I saw somebody make some organic Oreos the other day. Mela, that was pretty cool.
The gluten-free Oreos, in my opinion, like they're close, but you can taste that it's not the same. But if I was gluten-free and I was desperate for an Oreo like my wife gets, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth those Oreos sell like hotcakes. Those gluten-free ones.
And I'm not a big like sweets guy. I don't eat a lot of snacks and sweets very much too often. So when I do, it's like I'm gonna get me an Oreo, and I'm gonna drink me a soda, and I'm gonna feel great about that shit. Not like I earned it, but just because it's like when I indulge, I'm like here to indulge. You know what I mean? Like screw the red 40s and whatever's inside this stuff, and microplastics, God knows what.
I think my favorite indulgence is the those Entenmann's donuts. You know, with the chocolate with the yellow cake in them. That and a Yoo-hoo.
I don't know
That's my
that,
activity right there. I love
but
that.
I definitely can get with that.
That's interesting. My wife used to be into Yoo-Hoos and Chocodiles.
Oh wow.
So you can't find Chocodiles anymore, and they're
No.
really, really hard to find.
I don't know what that is either.
I remember like a while back, I knew that she had a thing for that when she was a kid. Like her dad worked at a convenience store, and you'd bring them home all the time. So I think was it your birthday or was it like Valentine's? I like special ordered a box of Chocodiles just for like I was like that was like one of the coolest gift. I thought it was a cool gift. I don't know what she thought, but like
The
yeah, I was like,
Chocodiles, those are the zingers, right? With peanut butter in them.
it's
Or am I thinking
it's a chocolate covered Twinkie.
But is that peanut butter in it or is it vanilla filling?
It's just a chocolate covered Twinkie, just a regular Twinkie covered in chocolate.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking they were the ones.
It's a nice thin coating, kind of like those donuts.
Okay.
Maybe a little
I
thinner.
learned how to make Thin Mints earlier. You take almond bark and graham crackers, and take the chocolate and mix it with Andy's mints, and then melt it down, and coat the graham crackers in them and let them cool. And it comes out like Thin Mints. Yeah, it was like a Girl Scout recipe. Which I'm not a fan, but I always think about stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, fucking everybody would love these.
Oh, it's season. It's the season right now, so get those Girl Scout cookies. I got some
Ew.
Samoas. I just polished
I
off
guess you get to be
Thin Mints. No, I polished off the Samoas. We still have a half a sleeve of Thin Mints in the
Those are
freezer.
good too.
I just watched a hack on that. You can use a banana and coconut flake or coconut, the coconut strings or whatever, and you mash the banana and the coconut together, and then you make a little circle on your baking sheet, and like use a chopstick or whatever to make a little circle in the middle. You bake them for a little bit, and then you put chocolate on them, and they're supposed to be like them Girl Scout cookies. The Samoas, I think they are right with the coconut ones.
Coconut.
New flavor this year. It's a Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookie.
More.
So it's like the cookie looks like it just looks like a chocolate
S'mores.
cookie. Not s'mores. They did that a couple years ago. I think they had a gluten-free s'mores. No, they never did a gluten-free s'mores. But every once in a while they do the gluten-free cookies. But it's basically an Oreo, but it's like it looks like it's all chocolate. But it says Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookies filled with flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond cream. Yeah. Always check with your local suppliers. Make sure they're in stock. What? Dubai chocolate cookie?
Panera.
It's a Panera chocolate cookie,
Uh-huh.
not Dubai.
No, it is.
It is a Dubai chocolate cookie.
Yeah.
So apparently, is it in stock yet? Do they carry it? Or is this something you do?
What?
Do they sell these yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, I'm learning this right now. They have Dubai chocolate cookies. This is a quarter of one at
This
Panera
just
right
in.
now. Yeah, I have never tried this.
Dubai chocolate cookies, like
Need to
some
hear
of the
live.
stuff you There's a cross section.
This looks like a chocolate cookie with some of the
Pretty
stuff on
good.
top is like pistachio and stuff, but
Yeah, right.
so it's good. It's not Dubai chocolate good, but it's good.
I haven't tried one of those yet. That pistachio by chocolate cookie. I mean chocolate bar. I've seen them. I don't know how many times online, and I'm like, I'm not
So-
sold.
I was over at Chris Vinci's house a couple of days ago, and he was like, "Hey, check this out!" And he pulls out this box from Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, and he's like, it's like fancy box and lid and everything. He was like, "It's like, you know what this is? This is a Dubai chocolate bar." And he's like, "It was like $20." I'm like, "Dude," he's like, "Can you dose something like this? Can you make this? Can you figure out how to put mushrooms in this?" I was like, "Yes, dude, I can. I can
Pretty
figure it out.
easy.
I can do
It's
that."
just a 2-part mold. Yeah, and then you stuff
Yeah.
it with that pistachio and toasted coconut,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Just getting the
Yeah.
ingredients is and putting it together is gonna be a pain in the ass, but I could do that. The current project, my plan for the next, I don't know if I'm gonna release this recipe because, but Starburst is my goal. I'm gonna figure out Starburst, so I'm at least gonna have it available to people to give away, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna release the recipe once I master it.
Cool.
Just because I know some people that want to, use it for their
Sabotage.
businesses. They want to have it. They want to have a unique product that nobody else has
Yeah.
for their harm reduction and consultation businesses.
Okay. Yeah. Here in a couple weeks, I'll be putting a little final finishing touches on my teas. I have a couple different flavors already. I have it'll just be a regular black tea, regular green tea. There'll be a half and half, which is like an Arnold Palmer kind of version, and then
Ooh.
I'll have a habanero, or not habanero, but a jalapeno lemonade, spicy lemonade kind of thing. And then I'll have my Egyptian version, which will be chocolate inspired, but it'll be flavored like clove, hibiscus, anise would be like a tea with a lot of like herbal flavor to it. Yeah.
So if you want, I'm gonna throw an idea at you. Go ahead and take it if you want. It's a
No,
$1
go
million
ahead.
idea, but don't worry about it. It's you were talking about doing like space themed, I think, in the past.
Yeah, so I'd like to name it something like that. I'm open to ideas. I just want to have no idea for a name. I have an idea for a logo. That's really all I have.
If you're doing space themed and you're doing teas, it only makes sense for you to do an Earl Grey.
What do you mean, like an Earl Grey tea?
An Earl Grey theme, like your way of doing an Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Because it's like such a it's a nerdy joke. People from all generations they get the Shatner joke. The Earl Grey hot. It's like it's a recurring joke. If you say that to your Alexa, it has a funny response.
And see, for example, like the name of the drink, what it was called, all of the flavors are going to be different, but the name of the drink, I would like it to be named Space Theme, something like Nebula or Galaxy or Orion or Cosmos, but something different than that, like something that nobody's going to think of like that. A splash of Earl Grey with a splash of Jameson. Never heard of that.
Never heard
crazy.
of it. It sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be selling alcoholic drinks.
No, yeah, I'm not into. I generally avoid the just alcoholic drinks.
Yeah,
But I've been known to.
if I do, I'll
occasionally
come out with a
drink one
wine or
from time to
something.
time, just
But
not very
that'll be in
often.
the future. Yeah. Yep. And it will have CBD in it as well, the
good.
Egyptian blend, because it's one of the things, like I said, that increases the anandamide levels. So
Sweet.
yeah, it's gonna be like just like an Egyptian cocktail, basically.
Love it.
Well, it's like a modern day take on the old way that the Egyptians used to do it.
Mhm.
Because surely, like they were just like mixing a big vat of like herbs and mushrooms and chocolate and everything together, right? But I like to think throughout the day they were consuming chocolate, they were consuming these herbs that later on when they had these mushrooms that they were interacting with what they ate throughout the day. So
Mhm.
I think that combining it all together in a drink can only be like really intriguing. Well, we'll see. It's all an experiment. I'm going to send a couple out to a few of the viewers here for giveaways, and we're going to get feedback and see what you guys think, and then
Awesome.
we'll probably start just offering them to people as part of monthly sacrament.
Oh, I was like, I'm not seeing nourished over here, but I see nourished over here. So that means that nourished is on your HB channel, not the Mystic Journeys.
Yeah, probably.
All right,
Yeah, there's a few people that pop in over there on that one.
nice. Wherever you can find us, I'm glad you're finding us.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you have
Yeah,
any questions or
exactly.
anything, reach out to us. You know where to do it.
Mhm. Some Asimov books for words. Yeah, I don't drink, but that's
I don't drink, but that's like, come on. That sounds like some freaking great doctor advice if I ever heard it. Well, that's like the doctor that you want to go see.
yeah.
Like, I don't drink either, but Slash never hurt anybody.
Oh man,
I
it just
love it.
makes me think of that therapist I went to, and because I needed to talk to somebody that day, and I didn't have anybody like assigned to me yet, and I couldn't believe he was like, "Yeah, have you considered drinking?" I'm like, "What? Really?" Oh man,
Well,
dude, no, I
it
don't.
hurt.
I'm not into that.
Better to be in the gutters than dead. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy work.
Yeah, but some of those therapists gave some interesting advice, but
I mean, why wouldn't somebody's last resort be doing something like give them the psychedelic if you're really going to make that dramatic of like, hey, just jump off the cliff? Why don't you tell them to jump off this cliff or like at least land in like water or something rather than land at the rock bottom of an alcohol addiction? That's horrible.
Yeah,
Insane. But I do get it. Like I get it because the other day it's like sometimes you just need to like clear your mind and get that crap off your mind. And sometimes alcohol can do that for people. But yeah, a great crutch. And just like the chemical addiction of alcohol is super high, man. People get lucky if they don't get addicted to it.
Earl Grey, hot. Yeah. Jean-Luc
Yeah, I don't know.
Picard.
I'm open to ideas. If anybody has names or suggestions, let me know. Yeah,
I thought
something
it was-
space themed.
I didn't think it was Picard. I thought it was Shatner that did it. The Earl Grey hot thing.
What is it that referencing though? Like the actual tea?
So on Star Trek, they have a replicator. So you just tell the replicator
Right.
what you want to eat, it makes it for
Correct.
you. So
Like cup of coffee.
this captain of Star Trek, I'm
Hot Earl Grey tea.
not very well versed in Star Trek and who's who and what's what. I know the red shirt always dies first.
But it is Star Trek.
But it's Star Trek, yes. And I know it's a captain of one of the captains, and there's like 5 or 6 of them. I don't know how many now. But
Earl Grey tastes so horrible that it's not one of my favorite
Okay, all
teas.
I trust Oreo. She says it's Picard. Okay.
Okay.
So he would basically, he's like that was his order. He would often go like, replicator, Earl Grey, hot. And if you do it to your handy dandy in-home robot, it will give you some funny responses if you ask for that.
Okay.
You know,
Isn't
like,
the whole idea of Earl Grey has bergamot oil in it? And that what makes it Earl Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
super polarizing to me. Like I can drink a little bit of it, but I'm like, usually by the end of the cup, I'm like, I won't drink another one of these for a
you
while.
love it or you hate it.
You do. And
It's
it's
like with
British tea,
drinks.
so yeah.
It's like
I
licorice
probably
too.
will offer a flavor like that as long as people enjoy it. But you gotta keep in mind also whenever you're trying to add psilocybin to a drink, it's gonna be kind of intense flavors you're mixing and trying to cover it up or match your blend with. So that's what my big thing here is now trying to mix and match flavors to get the right profiles. Um, because I wanted to get the preservation out of the way. I wanted to be able to make sure I could have the sugar content right, the acid content right, everything, be able to preserve it for as long as it is. Bergamot.
Yeah,
It's called
it's bergamot,
bergamot.
Mr. Phillips. Bergamot.
Cinnamon and cybin, those get along well, don't they? Don't they?
Yes, Derek, but there's one little thing here. It's like most herbs are have a very low risk of allergies, but cinnamon is one of the herbs that has a little bit of a higher risk.
Really?
People can be allergic to cinnamon, so I've opted to leave it out for that exact reason. But you're exactly right. Lots of the herbs are great to combine with it like that,
It's
especially because they're like,
antifungal, antibacterial too. It's like it's a preservative.
yeah. But I opted to leave it out because it would go so well with cloves, cinnamon, and cardamom and stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, if anybody has a higher risk of getting allergies from it, it's better just to leave it out.
Right. That's how I feel
Somebody
about
would just be
my
chilling
brain
and
spawn.
yeah. Even though it's like a few percent of people who are very allergic to this, like, yeah, too much risk, man.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry because somebody would be out hanging out. Hey man, you want to try one of these mushroom teas? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Oh, like, do you have a cinnamon allergy? Yeah, but I already drink it. It's like, yeah, they're gonna be like closed up and up there.
An EpiPen, right? Or Benadryl.
Never heard of anyone being allergic, nurse said. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've just heard of this, and I did a little bit of research earlier and was looking at some statistics that were claiming that people were very small percentages, but people could be allergic to cinnamon. Maybe you're right though. Maybe I should do some more research.
Well, it's awesome that you're really doing the research because it would really suck if someone had a bad experience and
Yeah,
the psilocybin and not the cinnamon. You know what I mean? Like, well, I drank this mushroom tea and I ended up in the hospital. They're going to leave out the part of them
100%.
being allergic to whatever else was in there, or they're just going to blame the mushroom tea. So
Exactly right.
yeah,
It's a big thing for me. I'm trying to do it professionally. I want to do it the way that it keeps the most amount of people safe and the most amount of people can enjoy it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a big thing. Yep. So it's really that's why I started off with sterilization first because I want to be able to make sure that whatever product that it gets on, even if it tastes like crap, whenever people get the product on the shelf, they know it's shelf stable and doesn't have any mold or anything in it. Then they can taste it and be like, oh, it tastes like crap, but yeah, it doesn't taste like it's not bad essentially. And now I can mix and match the flavors and the profiles. So that's what I'm working on right now. And it's going to include Blue Lotus and, like I said, chocolate essentially.
I think it's going to go over well.
Yeah, I think it's going to go over pretty well.
Just keep in mind, when you're thinking it might taste like crap, that there's people that enjoy kombucha.
That's a good point.
I
Yeah,
make
or
a
beer,
decent
really, for
kombucha.
that matter.
I
honestly.
actually mastered like a kombucha root beer, and I just bought like the raw herbs and stuff. I tried to make it as close to the original root beer as possible. And
Correct.
I
So that's kinda what I'm
nailed
trying to
it.
do.
I have a recipe somewhere, and it's all just in my handwriting. I lose these
Cool.
notebooks and stuff all the time, but like I've done it. And I made
Yeah.
it good. And also kombucha, if you just take some pineapple juice and add it to your kombucha and let it ferment a little bit to give it the fizz, it's so sweet and delicious. It covers up that vinegriness really, really, really well.
Well, which is why I kind of thought maybe with the
Ginger.
jalapeno lemonade, I'll add a little bit of salt and citric acid on a pack to the side where people can like rim the outside of the drink and like drink it like mock margarita, if you will.
And ginger's another great kombucha.
Yeah.
'Cause it's ginger. Also, it ferments well as on its own because it has the ginger bug on it already. So it
Okay.
lends well to other fermented drinks.
HP, do you guys have pine trees out there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I could send you some pine needles if you needed for some of your drinks. Is that I still haven't made it. I keep talking about, but I'm gonna make that pine needle. So
I haven't thought about making any fermented drinks again. Like it's something that I do. I make wine and stuff like that, but maybe it would be cool to offer like a kombucha with sacrament in it. Because I mean, you think about people will drink 6, 7 beers to try to get a quarter of the effect that mushrooms will give you, and obviously it's a whole different effect and like this whole different story. But
I
as
see a
opposed to
bunch
one
of
or two
problems
teas
with shipping fermented drinks.
because of the alcohol content.
The weight, ugh, the not the alcohol content, but you have to
Well, it's
do
gonna weigh the same amount as just
you
doing
have
like
to
a
do extra
drink.
packaging. You have to put it in a bag and then put that bag inside of a bag before you put it in the box, just to make sure
Correct.
that if it explodes, it's not gonna soak the box.
Yeah. Obviously, the big idea is to be able to get it to a distributor and have them like disperse your product. But
Yes,
it's not really a
that's
thing
key.
about making money for me right now. I'm ready just to like to make a good product and then it'll sell itself.
Right. And when it comes
I
to
want to make sure it's good
beverages,
first.
that generally doesn't fall within the Cottage Food Act type stuff. It's beverages are
Okay,
way
good to
more
know.
regulated because of the chance of contamination can be far more dangerous. Yeah, Kim,
Yeah,
they
it
blow
definitely
up if you're not careful. Exactly. That jalapeno lemonade sounds good, Kim says. It does sound good. Jalapeno lemonade. Oh, you know, at the Kansas State Fair, they have what do they call it? Grilled lemonade. They take lemons and they put them on the grill and they grill the lemons and they actually caramelize them a little bit and then they juice them and make a lemonade out of it.
Hmm.
It blows my mind, but it's a Kansas State Fair thing. They have it every year.
That does sound good.
Yep, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Looking over the messages here, see if I missed anything.
Got a pretty cool logo. I use AI to create it, but I'm gonna take the concept of what I did and get it to an artist and have them recreate it.
Okay.
But do it different, you know. Just use the concept of what I have from the AI art and take it and make it their own.
You've got it where you want it. Why don't you show me what you got?
I actually can send you over the AI reference that I have. So it's basically just a psilocybin mushroom with clear rainbow liquid dripping over the outside of the mushroom.
I did see that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really detailed.
Yeah, but it could be more of a cartoon look. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a real mushroom, right? It could just be like, you know, fake looking mushroom with the drips over it. As long as the drips are clear, like transparent almost, semi-transparent, and then you want to have them like a rainbow effect looking over the outside of the mushroom. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Come up with a name, and then I'll make some stickers and have the name attached to the logo. So that'll be like one thing, and I can strap them right to the bottle. I'm just haven't decided quite on the type of bottle that I'm going to use yet. I would like to use like a Snapple tea bottle, but the bottles are super expensive unless you're going to try to source them wholesale.
If it's going to have
So probably,
psilocybin, I would say dark.
What about
but that shape too, like a beer bottle. I just don't like that it's like
Just the
beer
color.
bottle shaped, you know.
Just the dark glass is all, that's all I'm suggesting. Just the dark color. You don't want the light getting in because that will help. That will start degrading the psilocybin.
Correct.
Yeah.
Plastic
So
would
just
be
stick with the dark bottle, any shape. I would say go with a cool shape, like the Snapple bottle,
Correct,
make it
Tim. That's
dark.
kind of what I was thinking as well.
or a red
Like a
stripe
pink
bottle.
or-
You know that beer red stripe. They have
Right,
those
a little shorter
chocolate
one.
bottles. It's more like a dose size.
Well, right now I'm trying to see if I could reuse bottles. So I'm trying to see if I can source them from somewhere, take the bottles, sterilize them myself, and repurpose them.
Yeah.
It might be a great way to be able to like reduce waste and
I
be
love
help the
that idea.
environment. And because the glass bottles are non-porous, they can be easily sanitized and reused. So and it'll be cheap. So I won't have to like purchase bottles. I can just
I like the way you think.
Colorado mindset. I kind of thought I was like
I
it'd be
love that.
perfect. Yeah.
That's good thinking right there. You know, just find a bar that's got a lot of bottles, and at a bottle
Yeah, or
shop
even the
you like,
recycling center, right? I could just
or
ask,
recycle.
hey, man, I'll take some bottles. Yeah, because people are throwing away as trash, right? As long as I make sure I get the same kind of bottles, same shape, size.
I'm about to tell you something that a lot of people don't know about recycling glass. They do not know how to recycle glass properly. The amount of effort that it takes to sort the glass, they just don't do it. They just break it up into little tiny pieces and shards, and they line landfills with it. That's what they do with our glass. They don't. Most
It's
of these
crazy.
recycling centers aren't actually recycling it, and they're just it's too much work. Like, just come
Why are
on,
they
it's
separating it though? It doesn't make sense. Like that's the thing that never makes sense to me.
different colors. You have to separate the colors, otherwise it becomes this weird, nasty, gross color. You can separate the
Oh
blue
my
bottles from the
gosh.
brown bottles, from the clear bottles, from the green bottles. Yeah.
Landfill's got to look pretty.
Well, just
Well,
for
yeah, I don't know.
recycling, right?
It
So
seems.
that's the thing, is they don't want to sort them, so they just
I mean, I
crush
considered in
them
my
up.
head that they were melting them down because obviously you can take glass and melt it down. But yeah, I would. I think it's at least better to get a reuse out of them. You know,
Yeah.
reusing isn't the same as recycling, but
The way they used to do it back in like the early Coke days, early Pepsi, Fago, they used to recycle their bottles.
reuse them, sterilize
Yeah,
them, and
and
then
like in places like Michigan, there's a deposit. They want you to return those cans. Aluminum is one of those things that's infinitely recyclable. Very, very few things are infinitely recyclable like that. Glass is another one, but the sorting thing is the thing they can't seem to figure out because we're all just so lazy we can't do it ourselves. That's a job for somebody. Just pay somebody to do it.
I'm so old. I remember going to the store when I was a kid, and they had a nickel, for recycling on the Coke and
Mhm.
Pepsi bottles, and you could buy one of them little ones, whatever it was, like a 8 ounce or something like that, something
Mhm.
crazy, the little one, for 10 cents. So then, you would get that was including the nickel. So it was really only like a nickel, I suppose.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
then, you would get your nickel back. You'd go back with the empty and a nickel and get another one. Or it might have been a dime. It might have been a dime and the empty.
That's
But
awesome.
but yeah, I am that freaking old.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and then
thought that
Kim
was a
just made
nickel.
another Kim just made another good point about glass. She says there's so many different types of glass: quartz, flint, acrylic, borosilicate. They got to sort them all out.
I mean, it makes sense for me because obviously I don't have to freaking pay as much money for the damn bottles. But yeah, it's that
Kim
you can't
also
even get
says,
the bottles for cheap unless you buy a huge case of
"Oh,
them, 150,
glass
200
is so
bottles or whatever.
expensive."
Yeah, it
I
is expensive.
know it really.
Yeah,
There's a brew store, supply
especially if
store.
you're trying to get anything besides what you just showed me right there. Any kind of colors or anything like that besides that
I
are
like
clear.
blue bottles, and I like the
I
little
know.
easy
I
swing
know.
cap
I looked
tops.
at them. I'm like, dude, you know how cool that would be? But you're not just gonna find blue bottles, and you're not just gonna buy them.
I can't
They're
count
like
the
three
number of
dollars a
times
bottle.
I used to give people my kombuchas, and I'm like, please return the bottle because they're so expensive, and it rarely happens.
yeah,
A lot of
But
yeah,
that's such bullshit. Like nerdy when we were talking about like the deodorant,
mm,
to buy the empty things to put deodorant in, they end up being like over $1 a piece. But you can go to freaking
yeah.
Dollar Tree, buy a stick of deodorant with the crap already in there for $1.25. So it's like,
mhm.
make it make sense, man. It doesn't add up, or like, there's probably beers that you can buy for a few cent difference from an empty bottle if you were to buy the empty bottle. It's
Yeah,
like, makes sense. You're gonna ship this shit all over the country with liquid in it or whatever, and you want to charge nearly the same or more for the empty bottle. How does that
it's
make
crazy.
sense?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, Nurse used to order bottles and jars for the herbal store, several hundred at a time for tincture oils, herb storage. Those
Hell
tincture
yeah, you know
bottles,
what I'm talking about.
tincture bottles aren't cheap.
No, they're not cheap,
And
man.
if you do buy cheap ones, you get what you
I
pay
have maybe
for.
100 of them, and I know I've spent more than $100 on the fucking things.
Yeah. And yeah, I like the blue bottles of those too. I like that cobalt
Yeah, I
glass.
got all colors.
I got a
Yeah,
soft spot for that cobalt.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know blue would be the coolest, honestly. Yeah,
Psilocybin, yeah, and mushrooms. Fixing to have to order some jars for salve order. Yeah. That reminds
Cool.
me, I need to get you my balm recipe, HB. I gotta find out what
Sweet.
notebook I wrote it in, and I'll get it to you when I
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
It's a good recipe, and I will be using it, and I'll be making products with it. And I would like you to do this. Feel free to do
Yeah.
the same thing.
100%, man. And then I figured out on my link tree, I can actually set up a shop on there and start offering products through my link tree. So that'd be a
Sweet.
sweet way to be able to do it.
That's
The
awesome.
cards I gave you with the Mystics information, my personal information, that's connected directly to my link tree.
Okay.
So you can put those in giveaways or whatever if you'd like. And I have plenty more, so I can get you more if you need.
Right. Were you wanting me to give away those ceramic mushrooms as well?
No, those are yours.
Okay, cool.
Yep, those are yours. Because, like I said, you already had that one.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got a full collection of them for your little Smurfs, especially that one's already blue. Very cool. Yep.
Find a spot for this slime. Oh well, he'll go over there. Yeah. So, should we get that chocolate movie running soon?
Let's go do it.
I'm excited. It's gonna be. I love learning shit, man. Like I am a sponge for new information, and this sounds like a good one.
Yeah, because I figured if I'm going to do this and do it properly, I better learn the origins of where this stuff comes from. Maybe I can learn something. We'll see. It's just a YouTube documentary, but
it sounds like they're covering the spiritual aspects and the entheogenic aspects of it too, and that's what I want.
Yeah, because they knew. I mean, the Egyptians weren't dumb. They knew that the chocolate was a psychedelic and it was a way to get to God. So, especially when you combine it with mushrooms.
I need to
Yeah, I might go
my
load
chocolate
it up.
chocolate recipe because I was telling you about it before, Nerdy. I didn't get it right. Like I dipped chocolate pretzels and potato chips. And every time you touched them, it left the chocolate on your fingers. So you're telling me I didn't temper it right or whatever. But I didn't make a traditional chocolate because I used honey and cocoa butter and the cocoa powder.
Okay. The pie was part of it as well. The honey.
Yeah. And I think I did add some wax to try to help it, but didn't help.
I know
America, baby.
Some people will add coconut oil, just a tiny, tiny bit if they're wanting it to be a little more pourable. But if you add too much, it's going to make it a little, it'll make it melt a little bit faster in your fingers, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It's a delicate balancing act with chocolate.
Probably could have put something on the outside to stop it.
Maybe
like them little sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles.
That would have helped a little bit.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Chocolate bar with chocolate sprinkles on it.
Put some Pop Rocks on the top. Just sprinkle some
On
Pop
top.
Rocks in your mold, and then pour the chocolate on top.
Sounds like a freaking brain fuck right there.
I love some Pop Rocks.
Have you ever had it with chocolate?
Coconut oil is a very common allergen, nurse says. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
If you eat Pop Rocks and a soda, nothing happens.
Your stomach will...
You go nowhere.
Where kids like, oh, your stomach will blow up or whatever, but I don't think nobody ever died from that. But
yeah,
I remember as a kid, I was like, really? Okay.
I'm out of here.
No, I was like taking this as a challenge. Like, that's not true. Like, watch it not happen. Yeah. I know it because I was thinking to myself, like, I've already done that before. Surely in my life, I've eaten Pop Rocks and drinking soda at the same time.
That. Sorry, I know we keep talking and keep making this show go a little longer, but like, a well-known mushroom expert was telling me the other day that we don't have Agaricus bernardiformis in Colorado, and I'm like, I found it last summer, dude. I know where to find it. I know exactly where it's at. And he's like, no, we don't have it. I'm like, I go back in my email and I search Agaricus bernardiformis. And I'm like, there's a picture of my foraging basket on the Colorado Mycological Society weekly email on June 17th. It's right there, and I can see the bernardiformis right there in my basket. And he's like, but where's your evidence? Like, how can you prove it? How can you prove that's what it was? I'm like, I'm gonna find it this summer, and I'm gonna bring it to you, bro. I'm bringing you this mushroom. So I'm like, challenge
leave the mushroom.
accepted.
Leave the
Challenge.
mushroom where it's at and bring the bro. Because it was,
Mhm.
oh, you playing you.
I know. It's the people that you can't please, man, because they're gonna be like, well, I don't know where you got it from.
So,
You could just got it
I
from anywhere. So we're gonna mail it to you.
I understand his skepticism because this mushroom has only been found in the United States in that location. So the fact that I found it on my first foray there with the Colorado Mycological Society is kind of like, what? That's crazy. You found the mushroom that only has ever been found in this park in the United
Found the
States.
blue angel.
Right. All throughout the entire country, this is the only place it's ever been found. It's native to the United Kingdom somewhere. But also, I was in another conversation where I was like, okay, I mentioned a random fact that I've picked up on because I've been scrubbing iNaturalist for data, and I'm obsessed with trying to find the rarest mushrooms in Colorado now. I was like, okay, we have 2 varieties of Amanita muscaria in Colorado. He's like, no, we don't. I was like, dude, I saw 1 DNA sequence specimen of Amanita muscaria Gesue. Like, I know that you say that's Flavivulvata is the only one we have, but I'm like, there's 1 DNA sequence specimen that's on iNaturalist, and I saw it. I know it's there, and like I've got the link to it. I know, but I'm like, so apparently we have the red variety in Colorado, and it's really, really rare to find the yellow one. And
I have the
there's
other one.
one.
Brownish yellow.
The Amanita muscaria is usually red with white spots, but that's the variety Flavivulvata or something like that. I don't know what it's like a subspecies of the species. And then there's a variety that throughout most of America they say they have. It's the Amanita muscaria Gesue, and it's yellowish. It's more yellow than red.
I've seen it before, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty common.
I'm on the hunt for it this summer because there's only 1 documented case of it being found, and it does not have good pictures. It was a really, really young specimen, and you couldn't see any color on the cap. But they sent it in for DNA sequencing, and it came back as Gesue. Gesue, I don't care how to pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, that looks like a Pantherina.
Yeah.
Or Pantherinoides. They're constantly changing the names, but yeah, that's a Pantherinoides. I'm pretty sure it's brown, right?
Yeah.
Tannish brown. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I got my book here. I'll show you. Amanita Pantherinoides. So here's the red one. You know, the Mario mushroom.
Yep.
Oh, where's the Pantherinoides? It's not it. It's not in this book. What the heck?
I have a ton of this.
Oh, is that real? Is that real turkey tail? I need to see the underside to confirm.
False. It's false.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you know it's false?
False turkey is one of the top 10 in North Carolina. Mhm.
Interesting. You know, I'm
What was
kind
the
of
name of that one?
surprised.
One more time. The ladies, you said?
You talking about the Flavivulvata?
What are you talking about? I think I'm looking at the death cap mushroom. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Pantherinoides is the brown one. It's tan with white spots. It has the same compounds as Amanita muscaria, but it's just brown. But in my book here, it just doesn't look like it. It looks like this picture looks like a different Amanita.
Yeah. So this is the one I'm familiar with, right?
Uh-huh. But this is
Oh,
not
sorry.
dark enough. This does not look like a typical specimen. Sometimes they use pictures in these books that I'm like, why'd you use that picture? That doesn't look anything like the ones I've seen.
I need to get back.
But yeah, it's just
Man.
like the red ones. It's just brownish
we go.
instead of red. Yeah, that's it. That's totally
Yeah,
it.
it's got the spots on it and everything.
And
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I've
sure
seen them
that we
before.
have a unique one to our region in Colorado that's got a slightly different name instead of Pantheranoides. I think I might have
Okay.
it right here.
I think you can nurse. I would try it out. I think you can. Or maybe like a only mods can do it type thing, maybe.
What's that?
Can
What's the
only
question?
mods send links? Or can people in
Oh,
chat
yes,
send links?
yes.
as well?
Only mods can send links, unfortunately. What's the
Okay.
link you want to send?
Yeah, she had to
We-
break it up.
we can share it.
She just put it in there. She broke it up.
Okay, that works.
I think she did anyway.
I don't mind. But yeah, I'm just like I'm digging deep and I'm learning what we have, what we don't have. There's a few
Derek, what are those
specimens.
mushrooms that you were just sharing?
Those were Tat Smurfs.
Mm.
Uh.
Some Psilocybe cubensis.
Yep. They definitely are. That's why I looked at them. Hopefully I can get one to produce. It'd be nice. I got about 12 different chances so far, 13, 14 different chances. So. It is not like putting a seed in the ground, is it, Nerdy?
No, it's not at all. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's trick. It's not it's not hard once you understand the basic concepts of what you're doing. Then you can start replacing like, oh, I don't want to use rice, I'll use corn or I'll use milo or sorghum, whatever you want. Millet, milo and sorghum's the same thing. But yeah, you can use any grain you want, really. Or any kind of substrate you want. You can start getting creative and start using coffee and cardboard and stuff. There's guides and it's in my book. You can do that stuff. It's not to have great
Okay.
results, but you can find stuff to recycle and it's free mushrooms.
I had a couple Uncle Ben's bags turn out okay, so we're gonna try it. I have Penis Envy, I have Louis Vuitton, I have the SYZYGY, correct? Is that how you say it? Is that the correct word?
CZP? Yep.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. And then I have also the Ghost as well.
Yes, nice.
Yep.
What did I give you yesterday?
Tommy Knocker, which I'm fucking excited about trying.
Okay. I didn't label that one until right before I gave it to you. I'm pretty sure it's Tommy Knocker. If it turns out to be something
Okay.
completely different,
We'll see.
I'll find
I'm gonna
out.
try it.
I'll replace it. Yeah.
I should be able to split it up into like, a few different bags, right? 6, 7 different bags.
Absolutely. You can do that.
Perfect.
Yep. Just cut it into 6, 7 pieces and just drop one piece in each bag. You're good to go.
Sweet.
What did you inoculate your bags with yesterday?
I did. It was a mystery. Sorry, excuse me, the burp. The mystery one, and then yep, and then the red dragon.
Red dragon. Yeah.
Dragon. Correct. And
That's
it
a
looks pretty
new
cool.
one.
So
Red Dragon's a new one from Wombat Labs. So those
Okay.
genetics came from Chris down in the spring. So Chris Vinci, he pulled them the
And-
night before.
okay, sweet, perfect. So that kind of makes perfect because that bag you got me from Colonizing Colorado is what I inoculated with that red. And the other 2 bags I did because it was my bag and then her bag as well. So I put the syringe in there and did both of them with the. Sorry, one more time. What's the name of that strain?
Red Dragon or Syzygy?
No, the mystery one.
Crooked Mystery.
Crooked Mystery. Okay.
Yeah, the stipes always turn out like wonky, like in multiple crooked,
Like a question mark kind of.
and the cap is usually crooked off the side too. But yeah, that's where the name comes from. I think the mystery came from the original cultivator. He didn't know what it was.
Have a good
They
night.
drew it out, and then it turned out to be something that he'd never seen before. So he kept chasing those genetics he liked, and eventually it was something completely new and unique. So he's like, all right, time to give it a new name. I didn't know what it was before, but here we go. It's cubensis. We know that much, but
Yeah. Typically, in my experience with the Blue Vuittons and Penis Envy, they're a little bit stronger than most other strains. So We'll see.
All right. I think it's
That
time to
events
start
bags, I
winding
think,
down.
I think brown rice flour is
Mhm.
like very forgiving and very fast.
The
I like
BRF
that.
cakes.
Yeah. Well, then break them up, bulk,
Mhm.
But like those, I like those and wild bird seed,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
popcorn, because sometimes I don't have good luck with popcorn. But wild bird seed is always a hit, and then so isn't that the BRF cakes.
Tim's called
Sizey guy.
Sizey guy.
Sizey guy. That's a good way to remember it as well too.
Sizey
That's how
guy.
my brain works, like with like shortenings and metaphors and shit like that. So.
I know I keep saying we need to we need to, hang up the phone. But I was talking to Chris today and his wife, and they were talking about how the way they remembered the name Suillis Leaky Eye was Bruce Willis's leaky eye. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Bruce Swillis. I need Bruce Swillis on a t-shirt. Because the Swillis has like
Leaky
this
eye.
tiny cap, so he's bald. And I'm like, oh my God, I need a Bruce Swillis shirt now. Oh, that's so funny. Bruce Willis's leaky eye.
I got to see you rocking out.
Yeah. But yeah, that one's gonna stick with me. I'm gonna help them make a shirt with Bruce Swillis.
Cool deal. Get out here and go watch that documentary. Cheers, everyone. Thank y'all. Have a great night, and then we will see you guys tomorrow for Derek's Bible studies, 9 p.m. EST.
Absolutely.
See you guys later. Bye.
Love you guys.
Thank you.